Hi, I'm Alex, and in January 2024, myself, my husband, and 3 kids moved into this old Irish farmhouse. So join me as we go along, working out things that we'd like to do. We are doing our renovation slowly but surely, and we're trying to do as much ourselves to stick with the budget. I'm living here now for 7 years and just loving it. Love the countryside, love all the open space. It's a fantastic place to bring up children. I really hope that you enjoy watching these videos and seeing our progress. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I thought today I would just do like another introduction about me. Now, I am not originally from Ireland. You could probably tell that by my accent. I'm from the south of England originally. So we have made a full year in this house, and it has been one of the hardest things I've done, but it's rewarding at the same time. So life is definitely slower paced, I would say, in Ireland in general, which is a positive. I'm really saying it's a positive here, and even more so if you're in a rural, semi-rural area. Okay, I've already explained some of my previous videos where I am. We can't walk anywhere. We are probably 3 to 5 miles from the nearest sort of shops, petrol station, things like that. There isn't that hustle and bustle and that rush to get things done. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have 3 kids, so life is still busy, but it's definitely a slower pace of life, which is something that I think I did subconsciously want, when I had my children when they were a bit younger. I think I did want that for them. I thought it would be a nice life for them. We bought this property, as I say, we moved in January 2024. We bought the property for £235,000 sterling. Okay, within the property we have the 4-bedroom house, which is obviously our main where we live, but also various outbuildings, including a building within the property that, when we did our research 100 or so years ago, it was another dwelling. So if you like, we have 2 dwellings on our property site that we purchased on 0.25 acres of land. So that's what we got for our £235,000, which I don't mind saying. And our previous property, we sold that for 230, or just about under £230,000, and that was about 7 miles away, and it was in a housing estate, but in a village. Okay, so we are certainly, as I say, more rural here. I would even say the locals would probably class that, what I say, a village, just because of where I'm from. I'm from urban sprawl. The locals would call it a town, a small town, but I suppose just going by where I'm from, because I am from such a built up area, I am essentially a girl from the suburbs of London. So I haven't done full comparisons, and maybe that could be something that could be a topic for another video, but I certainly know that where I was living before in the east of England, I don't think that I would have been able to purchase the property, joint purchase the property as big as this, or with as much sort of land around it, for £235,000. So I do certainly think that that is a factor as to why we sort of moved here in the first place, because we were renting in England. We were that classic sort of stuck in that rental cycle, both working, both earning, both in, what would you call it, sort of semi-professional, professional roles. At the time I was working in social care, and my partner was working in education. So both working, but unable to get off the renting treadmill, which I think, if you're not watching from the UK, it's a bit of a sort of UK phenomenon about the sort of, buying your property. I know in some parts of the world,
it's just renting is the norm, and you know, everyone's happy with that. And I kind of do see the advantages of renting, but it was something that we wanted to do as a family. Like having a young family, we wanted to have that bit of security because there wasn't much else that we sort of had that security over, so we wanted that security. So we purchased our first property back in 2018, and from there we kind of have moved on a little bit, just because obviously the family has expanded, so we felt like we needed a little bit more room. And to be honest, I suppose it was firstly more my husband's idea to live more rurally. I took a bit more of persuading. Again, it doesn't come natural to me. I am from the suburbs, so I just think it took a bit of time. But yeah, so far so good, although in the middle of house renovation. So if you want to go back a few videos, you'll see we've made a start on the renovations at the downstairs. We are doing it very slowly. We're doing it as soon as we can sort of gather up the next you know, gather up our finances and be able to inject some cash into the other bits that need doing. But we changed a lot in terms of the downstairs structurally. We just need to finish off the downstairs area, but we do have a new kitchen in place, we have a new bathroom in place, we have still our 4th bedroom, but that has changed. It is currently a shell, but yes, so we are doing bits and pieces of work. We had the windows and doors replaced as soon as we moved in. Well, within 3 months, it was probably this time a year ago, we were getting the windows and doors done. We made a bit of a leap and we decided to get the windows and doors done in our outbuilding, which again you will see from previous videos is a complete junkyard at the moment. It's just still full of stuff, and even more so because since we had the builders in at the end of last year, we've still all the stuff in from when the builders were here. That said, we got windows and doors done with a vision, and a vision to turn that, we call it the cottage. It's not a cottage, but we have visions to turn that into like a self-contained sort of apartment space. So that is, yeah, that's on the cards in the future. But we did, and maybe we did do it too soon, but we did go for just get the windows and doors done, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do with it in a year or two down the line. Can I also just add something else that seems a bit trivial, but it's not really, because it's really important. It's something that we do every day. I definitely enjoy the food in Ireland more than the rest of the UK. I can't put my finger on it, but I don't know if it's just fresher because, you know, fresh produce hasn't had to travel so far. But I find the bread fresher, the meat tastier. I do think that there is something in the food being nicer, and a lot of, you know, when I talk to a lot of people that are from here, and they spent time living in other places in the UK, they always come back to, when they come home, they definitely enjoy the food more. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything else you'd like to sort of know further. Again, I might come back and do some more of these kind of videos about sort of getting to know you. I'm always quite interested when I'm going through YouTube and watching sort of videos of people that have made a big move, maybe relocated countries, and I do like to see how they get on. So I hope you do come back and join the channel again. Like I said, if you've just come across one of my videos, it'd be great if you could subscribe, and then I hopefully in the next month or so will have a bit more news in terms of next sort of stages of finishing off some of the work that we're doing to the house and more plans. I know I have a busy month coming up in April. There's a lot of family things going on, nice family things, but it just means it is going to be very busy. So we'll see what we can get done in and around the house, and I'm hoping as the weather gets a bit brighter and a bit milder, I can have a good clear out in that cottage. There's so much that needs to go to the dump. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, please do consider to subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this kind of content and want to follow me further as to what we get up to. Please do, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.